Hello, it's John, and in this video, I'm going to explain to you more about MyCloud. MyCloud is a network access system. It operates very similarly to Google Drive or Dropbox or OneDrive, or indeed very similar to the way that people tend to store photographs on Facebook, in that it allows you from anywhere that you have internet access on a PC, laptop, iPad, mobile phone, whatever, to access a place where information is stored, a central place where information is stored. And that's our network access system server, where we, piece of hardware where we store all our documents and all our information within Northwest Care Co-Operative. Unlike Dropbox and Google Drive, etc., that network access system, that server, small box, sits in our registered office in Northwich. So it means that the information that we store over the internet doesn't have to go out of the country and doesn't have to go to available server capacity around the world, as those systems tend to use, placing it in wherever the capacity is at the cheapest price. With us, it's kept permanently in the country. The link to it is secure. And so the information is safe, and because it doesn't go out of the country, it's compliant with the General Data Protection Regulation. So how does MyCloud work? Well, the first thing is you can very easily view it or get it on your mobile phone, particularly if you have an iPhone, an Apple device, and you can go on the App Store and you can look for the app for MyCloud, which has this logo and looks like this, and you can upload it for free onto your mobile phone. Similar apps are available for Android devices. So you can get that app, you can load it onto your mobile phone, and when you open your mobile phone, you get something that looks like this when you're viewing MyCloud. And we arrange information in MyCloud in a bunch of folders. This is the Chester Care Co-Operative folder, and you've got folders on general meetings, governance, management committee, etc., etc. And you can find a whole load of information relating to Northwest Care Co-Operative there in those folders. Inside each of those folders, what you have is various documents that we store, and we store them all as PDFs. So they're quite easy for you to read on your mobile phone. And again, that's what it would look like, all quite clear, fairly small. You can scroll up and down them as you can with any document, and they're quite easy to read. So the advantage of this is that all the information that we have, if you need access to it at any time, and pretty much anywhere, as long as you've got an internet connection, you can get it quite easily through a laptop or a PC, but more usefully, perhaps, if you're on the move, through your mobile phone. And that is very much the value of it. So to get access to the system, what you need is a link, and I have sent everybody originally a link. And what I recommend you would do is to save or bookmark that link, bookmark it on a computer, or perhaps save it onto your notes on your iPhone if you have an iPhone, or equivalent for an Android, so that you can then click on that link and get access directly to your MyCloud folder. And everybody has a folder in MyCloud, and what that means is that you can all get access to your own personal folder, and it is your own personal folder. The only person who can see inside that folder is me, as the network controller, and you. And there are a whole load of folders in there, but they're all protected viewing, so that only you can see into your folder. And there's some that we can share more widely, and there are some that are only available to you. So in your individual folder, generally you will have, it will look like this when you click on the link, and you will go straight through to the place in MyCloud where your folder is. I've made up one here for an imaginary person, John Doe. And broadly speaking, you will have 3 folders in your folder. One called development, which will include all your training records, DBS checks, all that kind of stuff. Anything about your personal development training you may wish to do, coaching records, all that sort of thing. You'll have one which will cover any kind of HR documentation, so any information about entitlements or your contract, changes of hours, MEP handbook, all that sort of stuff will likely be in your HR folder, and any information in pay relating to pay will be in your pay folder. Those of you who've joined us since we've been on the cash roll software, where your pay slips are available through cash flow, you probably won't have a pay folder, because that's traditionally been the place where we store pay slips. And you may have an HR and pay folder where we'll put all the HR information relating to pay, but your pay slips will be stored on cash flow. For those of you who've been around in the Co-Operative for longer than we've been on the cash flow system, which is kind of from about October last year, anytime prior to that, all your pay statements will be in this third pay folder. So if you have a look in those folders, quite easy to click on. This one doesn't have pay statements in it specifically, but if you click on it, you can see the documents are in there. They're stored as PDFs and they open up and you can view them like that. And there's a letter we sent out last year, which was in relation to a pay rise. So that is the network access system called MyCloud. Just to quickly recap, remember you can get an app for your mobile phone to make it accessible on your mobile phone. You can view it from anywhere that you've got an internet connection, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All the information is in one place, and the value of that is it's so much easier to update that information with the latest versions available, and not as we used to have to do in the old paper days, where everyone has a copy of the document and then we've got to update every individual copy. It's all easy to find on the MyCloud device in various folders. The way you access it is I'll send you a link if you've not already got one. I can send you a fresh one, bookmark that somewhere, so you can just click on that link and go into your folder and you can find all your information in there. That information is stored as PDFs, so it's easy to read. But it doesn't allow you to edit any of that information. It's purely for view only and for reading. You can use MyCloud to share stuff with each other, but we're not using that in that capacity. So that's a quick run through of MyCloud. I'm going to tidy up. We will be working to tidy up some of the folders to make sure they're fully up to date. And if you don't have a link for them, then give us a shout and I'll send you one so you can access it straight away.